Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I'm just making sure I don't have any technical problems. But welcome, happy Sunday, welcome. If anybody is here, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Don't bite, I don't bite. Okay, just texting my husband. He's like my tech guy. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. I'm just texting my husband. He's my ears and eyes on the other side. Hope you all are doing well. Hi, Dee. Welcome. Tanya, welcome. Hey, Forever Budgets. Happy Sunday. Hey, Rad Dad. Welcome, welcome, guys. Just trying to make sure everything is straight because I've been on lives where my audio went out, my video went out. And so, yeah. uh, okay, here we go. All right, just did that. So, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. So, on today's live, I was about to say video because I'm so used to, filming videos. But on today's live, I just thought we could have a conversation. You guys just have a chat on this beautiful Sunday, talking about how we can beat inflation. So, you guys have been hearing that word around probably everywhere, all over the internet, all over social media, the news. You probably have been hearing people talk about inflation, 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 inflation. And a lot of times, you don't hear people talk about how you can actually beat it or what you can do to fight it, what you can do to keep more of your money in your pocket. And so that is what we're going to talk about today. Now, you guys know over on in my videos, I always talk about, investing, which is a great, great way to beat inflation. Also talk about how a lot of the money printing that was done by our government, again, no politics. I just follow the money. I'm like an economics type person. That's all I look at. And we knew we was going to have to pay the piper, so to speak, when it came to this. And so we're going to talk about what ways we can use some practical, easy ways that we can use to beat it. In addition to investing, though, we're going to talk about investing as well. So, can one of you tell me what inflation is in the comments? I talk about it all the time on the channel. I mean, I think I sound like a broken record sometimes, but I love talking with you guys and I love like throwing in trivia questions and things like that because it allows me to see if you guys are really like if I'm helping you to learn anything, if you feel like the information is easy for you to understand. Because like I said, I the content that I put out there is confusing. There's a lot of fear around the stock market, money, finance, building wealth, buying a house, I mean, everything. And so, one of my, I would say, missions is to change the face of wealth, to really expose a lot of people from different backgrounds, from all walks of life, of, what, really having some insight into your money can really do for you. Okay. So, I'm just looking here. Make sure you guys hit that like button too. I see it's 11 of you watching. And the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm is really funny and fickle. So make sure you hit the like button for your sis, okay? Hi, Tanya. Hi, I am drilling. I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. Tanya, it's when prices go up. Yes, so it's when the prices of goods and services go up, but the value of the currency go down. And remember, guys, when last year, I think it was, when they were doing like the child tax credit and the stimulus payments, and then they were doing like the PPP loans, and I think everybody in they mama got some type of PPP loan. And I actually heard that they were coming back to like reconfirm that you were actually eligible to receive it and actually demanding some people pay it back. So maybe I don't know if you guys have been hearing that as well, but I have been hearing that. So I don't know if the IRS or the government is trying to get some of that money back, but they always say that inflation is like the silent tax. So that's something that Warren Buffett actually coined, and it is really, really true. It's like, for example, I'm about to use both my hands because I'm a gesture girl. Okay, so a lot of times the government will give us, let's say, $1,000, but they'll take that $1,000 back in small pieces, or there's this saying, death by a thousand cuts. So it doesn't seem like a lot when they're taking a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, versus all in one swoop. But I've learned through just tracking our numbers, tracking our metrics. That's why I'm big on spreadsheets, because it allows me to see like a trend over time, and I realize, oh my goodness, everything is going up. Not just one thing, but everything in my budget went up. And I was watching something on, and I have my iced tea here, guys, because the allergy season it got your girl down. But I was listening to one of the analysts on the talk shows, and they were talking about how inflation was transitory. And I said, I don't know if inflation is just short lived. I think it's going to be around for a few years because I mean, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. The shipping and the transportation and the shortage supplies they're still rampant. I mean, if you go to order a car, it takes a couple months to get a car. If you go into a store, they will tell you, like in our store, they have signs up that says they don't have anything in the back. So whatever is here is only for one person still after 2 years now, I think, since this pandemic started. So the supply chains are still locked up. And so it's going to take a while for us to kind of really work through this inflation. And that's why I'm here to help you navigate through that. Hey, Tasha, welcome, welcome. Okay. The sustained upward movement in the overall price. Well, I love your comment. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Seriously, one of your friends? Oh, I'm telling you, somebody had told me that they were like re-looking at their paperwork with the PPP loans and seeing who actually qualified for it, and they're actually demanding that money back. Like, wow. D says, I knew the extra was going to hit us. D, girl, and guess what? We still got to go through a couple of interest rate hikes, which is supposed to be happening this month. Actually, again, all on the news, we've been hearing about the war in Ukraine, which is a very, very important thing. But you haven't been hearing a whole lot about this interest rate meeting that's supposed to happen later next week with the Fed. And I believe our first rate hike is supposed to happen sometime this month. And they're being really vague about it, and they're not talking about how much it's going to be. And this is what I'm also looking at, in addition to the Ukraine and what's going over there. I'm looking at how is the interest rate going to impact, regular folks like myself, and the student loans. I mean, I know there's a lot of hope, and a lot of people are hoping for the student loans to be forgiven, or at least a little piece. And I would love that for a lot of the people out there who still have it. But I honestly, sincerely, just from an economics level, inflation level, the government is not going to do it. And keep in mind, this is an election year. So a lot of this stuff is kind of played and pawned because of politics as well. Hey, Joanna, welcome, welcome. My first time watching your lives. Inflation. I'm here for you. I got you. Okay. So stay tuned, because in this live, we're going to be talking about that. So don't worry about it. I got you. Simple Treasures of Mine. Hello. Welcome. Nini. Good afternoon. Welcome. Rad Dad. March 16th. Thank you, bro. Listen, guys, like, they haven't been talking about it as much, but I am like, my ear is to the ground. I know your ear is to the ground too, Rad Dad, because we know what's coming down. So basically, if you have variable interest rates on like your credit cards, if you have adjustable rate mortgages on your mortgages, those are impacted directly by these interest rate hikes that are coming up. So when you hear me talk on the channel about paying off your high interest debt, a lot of people don't realize is that they do have variable interest rates. Or I know people that actually have adjustable rates, and they don't realize is that their rate is going to change once the Fed hike or the interest rate hikes actually start to increase as well. This is why I'm also like being strategic is very, very important when it comes to, like, for example, if you want to buy a house, I've been saying on the channel, try to get your house under contract at least so you can get your rate locked at least before the end of the second quarter of this year. Now, they were talking preliminary about like 4 rate hikes this year, and we don't realize how much this is actually going to impact us. If you have credit cards, if you use credit or get loans of any kind, your interest rates will be impacted by this. And I was doing some research and I saw someone say that even the student loans interest rates, so they're frozen now. But again, the Fed is meeting next week and the student loan payments aren't even projected to start. I think it's May 1st. Somebody quote me, don't quote me on that. But I think it's May 1st for the student loan payments to kind of start back up again. Look, that's why we're here, because we're going to talk about this. We're going to be prepared so that we can beat, you see that banner on this video, so we can beat inflation, okay? Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Hi Tasha. You grocery shop while listening. You're grocery shopping while you're listening. One family size. Really, for pretzels? Pretzels. Wow, Tasha, things are creeping up. Goodness gracious. Alta says, hello, I am in politics and I love to see the interest rate go up to slow down the housing market. You know what? I am kind of in the middle of that because we need to slow inflation down a little bit. Even with the increase in the rate, we're in the market currently. And I have a video coming out later this week about the housing market and all of that. So stay tuned for that. But just on the ground level, just looking at people, I honestly don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, because a lot of the people that we come in contact, like with us, for example, the difference between now and 2008 was, in 2008, there was a lot of predatory lending. So there were people getting mortgages that were, let's say, making $30,000 a year, but they were getting mortgages for $400,000 a year. Now, on an application, just like if you and I were looking at an application, we would say $30,000, you're trying to get a $400,000 mortgage, that's too much, right? You would lower that. But in 2008, people that weren't making a whole lot were getting these huge mortgages. They really didn't qualify for them. And so as a result, there was a lot of bad lending going on. The difference between now is that a lot of people actually qualify. We have been in the house, per se, for 2 years now. I think it's been officially 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, 2 years at least. Hi, Nene. Welcome, welcome. 2 years now we've been in the house with this pandemic. People have not been, I'll give you my husband, for example. He's still working from home. He has not had to drive into work. So gas, tolls, wear and tear on his car. He does not have to buy lunch out. He does not have to worry about going out, because in his field, people go out after work and mingle and drinks and all of that. He doesn't have to worry about all of this extra stuff. And then, for example, we had little kids. We don't have little kids, but if we did, we wouldn't have to pay for daycare because they would be home. So people were saving a lot of money as a result. And they also realized we want some more space. So we can work virtually from anywhere now, right? My husband literally just said his company may have him come in once a week. So people that work in his industry or just overall can work from anywhere. So they don't need to be in an apartment in the city. They can move out to the suburbs. They can move out to the Midwest, in the country, and still do their jobs. And as a result, they saved up $50, $60, $70, $100,000 in 2 years because they didn't have a whole lot of expenses. And as a result, there's people out here, overpaying, and they can afford it. That's the thing. They can afford it. What she said, it's hurting this. Yes, it is, Alta. It is hurting the seniors who own a house. It's just, it's really, and not just the mortgages, Alta, it's also rent. The rent prices are insane. You guys know we own a couple of rental properties, and we are actually contacted. Hey, do you have an open property? Do you have a tenant that's coming to the end of their lease? We're willing to pay you $2,500 a month. One of our mortgage payments is $1,060. So $2,500 a month, that's insane. But our tenants are staying in the property. But you see how bad it is out here with not just buying a house, but rents going up. And I remember talking to somebody previously about how in the past, when you talk about inflation, it kind of snuck up on you. You were in the supermarket, you picked up a gallon of orange juice, and you was like, wasn't this cheaper last week or a month ago? But the difference between now is that we noticed it, and we're noticing it across everywhere in our budget. Like I told someone that every single line item in our budget went up, which is rare. Property taxes, homeowners insurance, the utilities. I know you guys have noticed your gas bills and your electric bills, your water. Now, we don't use a whole lot of water. I mean, the water bills near $100, like everything, and then they add the fees and the processing and all of that other type of stuff. Everything is going up, so we have to talk about ways, and that's what we're going to do here to beat it, to overcome it, to survive it. Because if we don't, we're going to be left back, and we don't want to do that, especially with all of the information that's out here nowadays. Yeah, investie bestie, I'm here to help you guys navigate this process. Rent is 1800 in Philly. Are you serious? 1800 for a 1 or 2 bedroom? That's a mortgage. Wow. I agree. Like I just said, I'd rather pay for a mortgage than that. Oh my goodness. D says, yes, I am so glad I have a fixed rate for my mortgage. Yes, that's the one thing. Even when it doesn't matter if the housing market is high or low, that is something my husband and I always fought for, which was a fixed rate, just so that we know what our payments are going to be. Now, with escrow, because our escrow changes, that's escrow is usually like homeowners insurance and property taxes. And our property taxes have went up as well, in addition to our school taxes. I mean, everything has gone up. Even our rental license to be able to have rentals in our township has gone up as well. It's insane. It's insane. Yet, yes, I am drilling. I hope I'm saying your name right. I am drilling. Please let me know, okay? I'm sorry if I mess your name up. D says $1,500 for rent here. Oh, my, hold on. Alicia, you said $2,800 for a 3 bedroom in South. And the thing is, Florida used to be one of the places that was like inexpensive, right? You guys remember like a couple years ago, that's where all the seniors retired to. They have like, I think, no state tax. That was one of the cheapest places to go to retire. The weather was great all year round. Now, I hear just from watching the news and documentaries that Florida is actually one of the hot spots in the country. Actually, it's actually trending higher than New York, which is really weird. But people are moving from New York and some of the other more expensive places to Florida, which is actually now making Florida more expensive. It's just wow. Rad Dad says average rent in Hawaii was $3,100. That's one reason why we had to leave. That wow. The Hawaii is beautiful, but I truly understand $3,100. Walking out your purpose. It's so high, and yes, it is. And the thing is, it happened fast. Like it wasn't like this slow, gradual thing. It happened within like months. Like months. It was insane. Deborah says the rent in my city is up to $3,500 just down the street. 2 bedrooms are 3,000. You live in wow, wow, Southern California. Still, right? Like that's two mortgages almost. Hi, Jocelyn. Aloha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tanya says my daughter pays $1,200 a month for rent. Wow, that's actually pretty good, Tanya. $1,200, and she get a house. I mean, like I said, it's a smaller house, but a house that's actually pretty not awesome. You're in Oklahoma, yeah, yeah, but it's just. But I've noticed that even some of the quieter places like Utah and Colorado, places like that are starting to get really popular and expensive as well. Wow. Erica makes plans. Hi, Erica. I accidentally bought my house at the right time. Not quite at the bottom of the market, but the value double. Oh, I'm telling you, girl, the values of the houses, and even when you try to be like conservative with the value of your houses, every time I turn around, I don't know if you guys are getting calls too about if you own a home, like, do you want to sell your house? Do you want to sell your house? Do you want to sell your house? Because you could easily list on the market, don't do anything. You don't have to do anything to the house, and somebody will pay over asking for it. A lot of people want homes, and like I said earlier, that they can afford them. That's the thing. These people actually have conventional, and it's not. I know, like on the news and stuff, you'll hear about a lot of corporations. I have yet to come in contact with one. There are a lot of regular people that want to get into real estate, and there's a lot more people that want to buy their first homes, and they have the money, they have the capital to do it. Jocelyn said, yes, rent here is expensive. Oh my goodness. I know in Hawaii, I know, and Rochelle over at Rochelle Adamson Budgets always talks about it too. Like it's expensive, but it's like seriously paradise. Like wow, like Cash Me in Paradise, right? Alicia says seller's market. Poor me as the buyer. Yes, and that's the thing. Like we thought about it. I'm telling you guys, we thought about selling our house, but then where are we gonna go? That's the thing. We're not gonna have nowhere to go because now we're the buyer, right? Like you said, Alicia, we're the buyer now. So where are we gonna go? We're gonna go nowhere. Erica, yes, people keep asking me if I want to sell. I'm like, where then am I? Like, where are we gonna go? We can't go. So we're gonna have all this money in our pocket, but nowhere to lay our head, right? Like, Nadia says, are you going to share? Yes, I will talk about the interest rate that we get. I'm going to talk about how much we're going to put down. I'm going to talk about the type of house we're going to look for because we want to be really strategic. So this video that I got coming out this week is like the first step in that series. Okay, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that because again, we are talking about on my channel in general is how to grow your money. And it's not just investing in the stock market. Lord knows it's not just saving. It's not just paying off debt. You got to figure out how to grow it on the back end. And getting into real estate is literally one of the best ways to do it. Whether you're buying your first home or whether you're trying to get into rental properties, it literally will outlive you. That is how powerful physical real estate is, or physical assets. That's how powerful it is. It will outlive you. So yes, like I am like big on that, and I will be documenting that process. I will be doing vlogs for the Patreon though. So like when we go to open houses or we're touring the house and all of that, like more in real time, that'll be over on the Patreon though. I am drilling LOL. You can call me Lynn, but it's ridiculous. I literally was house shopping and I saw a home, 250,000, 6 bedroom, 3 bathroom, brand new. Within a month, it went up 350 to $400,000. Oh, wow, that was a good steal too. D says, "Oh, I get text, phone calls, and mail trying to buy my townhouse. It almost doubled what I paid for it now. No, you are not getting my." Yes, you holding on to your house, sis. You holding on to your house. Hey, debt free in Germany. No, you're not late. You're not late. Come on in. Come on in. We're just having a conversation on this beautiful Sunday, I guess afternoon, evening, morning. I'm not sure what time it is where you guys are or when you may be watching this, but yes. I'm going to answer one more question and then I'm going to head to something I want to show you guys. Nadia says, wondering if this is a bubble again or if this. I honestly believe just being on the ground and being a property owner already, I think this is the future. Like I said before, is that there was a lot of subprime lending going on in 2008. People couldn't really afford the mortgages. People can afford their mortgages. Now you got the great resignation. People can go to jobs and demand higher pay, better pay, bonuses, sign on bonuses, stock options. And as a result, and keep in mind, they are sitting behind a computer like me with pajamas on, like me, because I have my pajamas on. I just have my Investie Bestie shirt, which is available on the website, by the way. And they are making all this money from behind the screen. And so they can afford it. That's the thing. They've been saving up their money. Their highest bill is just their mortgage or rent and food. They don't have to travel and pay, gas, which is insane, by the way, gas prices. But yeah, they can afford it. That's the thing. Hey, budgeting the bacon. Hi, Naja. D, walking out your purpose. I know, right? They about to get. Yes. Okay, so I want to show you guys this article. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to talk about some of the ways that we can beat inflation together, because this is something that we really need to do, guys. Because I said I was on Chrissy over at the Mom Life. Shout out to her. She's really awesome. That I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. Keep in mind, we still got the spring and the summer to come. How many of you plan on going on vacation? How many of you have vacations planned? And are you going to be flying to these places? Are you going to be on a cruise? Are you going to be driving? You know, gas is already crazy right now. Imagine in the spring, and Lord knows, imagine what it's going to be like in the summertime. So I'm trying to help us get in front of this, right? Get in front of this so that we can run with it versus, our money being left behind. And as a result, we're actually poorer than we were, which is sad, but again, that's why We're on here, we're talking about it, we're having this conversation, and we're going to put actual things into place. Hi, budgeting by the bag. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen, and I found this really great article. So I'm always on. I'm always on reading something. Like I am always reading something, you guys. Reading because I want to know how to protect the money that we have. I want to know how to be smarter, with what we have. And so you see this article that I came across. I love CNBC, by the way. If you're looking for a good site that I feel like, keep the bias in check, that have some really helpful articles, CNBC, like I love them. They do the famous Millennial Money episodes that Graham Stephan always reviews. I don't know if you even know who he is. He's really big in the finance space. Like he's huge in the finance space. He has like over 1 million subscribers, I believe. So CNBC is a really, really, really great one. Let me see. Mind your money. Yes. Vacation. Yes. To driving. No flying. Yeah. I think it's better to drive because I was looking. So we always go to Florida, usually like almost every year. We're not going to Florida this year because the flight's just too. So if we usually fly to Orlando, but Tampa is a good resort, just to let you guys know, just a tip. It's a good alternative if you plan on flying. Tampa used to be like easily $100, $150 cheaper per ticket. If you could, because Tampa is only like an hour outside of Orlando. So we would fly to Tampa, rent a car, drive up to Orlando, because with a family of 5, we're saving like a couple $100. It's the same price now. We looked from where I live to fly to or Tampa, which is usually like $200. It's now 400 and some odd dollars. I'm like, seriously? Again, jet fuel, it all goes up. Everything is going up. It's costing more just to get a vacation. SP says, I'm not traveling if we have to pay the price. Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's who it is. Graham Stephan. Yes, Jocelyn. Yes. Walking out your purpose. Love millennial. Yes. Rad Dad. Is it 4 million? Oh my goodness. I need to go check. I am subscribed, but like I just have a lot of people that I'm subscribed to. So it kind of just blend together, I think. But 4 million. Wow. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is just scroll down this so you guys can see that this article is talking about inflation and how many Americans are having to pinch now. And it's actually worse because of the war in Ukraine, but I'm not going to really dive too deep about that. But I actually feel like it's getting worse. And I was talking to my husband the other day about like, I'm starting to, and this is the first tip that they have on here. Well, it's actually investing, but we were just talking about that. It was par back your spending. I also think that we should be stocking up. So your pastas, your rice, your cereals, anything that's really non-perishable, your canned goods, because you best believe the price is going to go up. Like even I was at Target the other day and I bought my son's t-shirts and underwear and socks, just trying to stay ahead of it that way because they're always going to need those types of things. And I could have them like in my arsenal to, so I don't have to buy them later. Same with Christmas presents. I know some people like shop in July, like start shopping in July just to stay in front of it because they know things are going to be more expensive. They have sale on the front of it in November and December, but we know these stores are really crafty and we're not getting that much of a discount, if anything, but like stocking up on your water because the prices are going to go up, especially now with this war and the supply chains. Is I believe, I'm not trying to like put out any like fear or anything, but I do believe in telling the truth. I do believe in exposing my people and helping us to really work our money so it benefits us, not the government, not the corporations, but us. Nigel says, it took my little 2000. Your Honda Civic took 30. Now that Honda Civic is usually one of the like cheapest fill up type of cars, Honda Civics, and good on gas as well. So cars are going up. I mean, you could lease them, you could buy them, you can get the EVs, everything has gone up. Hey, Danny. Hello. Welcome, sis. Hope you're doing well. Cash Me in Paradise. You're gardening more now. You know what? What do you call the types of people who like kill plants and like stuff? I forgot what the word is, but I've gotten better, but I have to have like spider plants, but I would love to be able to do a garden. I just things don't survive long. It don't survive long with me, but I'm learning. I've been watching videos. My brother-in-law actually really is really good with gardening. He's been using totes to do that, which I didn't even think you could do, but he's been using totes to put his like different vegetables and fruit in. I was thinking, oh my goodness, okay, we have a deck out in the back, so I can do something like that, but I'm still researching. But that's a great way to stay ahead of inflation is grow your own stuff, right? Uh, let's see. SP, hold on. I'm trying to scroll back up because all of my comments, y'all, I love when we're engaging in the comments, y'all. Okay. Um, so Jocelyn said, and limiting our meat consumption. Oh my goodness, the poultry, like the chicken and stuff in our store, they're staying like they're back. It reminded me of when the pandemic first started, and they were like, "Oh, you're going to get two of this or one of this." It's back in my stores again. Like we only can get 3 packs of meat now. Meat, period. So I got to figure out, okay, if I want one chicken, one ground beef. It's just wow, like wow, 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 wow. Nigel says, I'm going to the Indian market to get her 20-pound bag of rice. Girl, do it, girl. SP says, we need to fight back by boycotting our spending. Yes, yes, yes. Germany says, debt free in Germany says, thinking about growing my own vegetables. I would love to be able to do. I think I just need to start out with something simple and easy to grow versus trying to like jump in head first, like with investing, right? Just simple and to the point while I'm continuing to learn. Danny says, I've been stocking up. You have been. You probably have your own like little grocery store in your place, right? I want to get on that. Okay. I know Gina is awesome at that. Mrs. V is another one who's really great at finding like the coupons and stuff. Like, oh my goodness, they need to have a class or something. I want to get like 20 things for $2. Hey Jerry, you not late, girl. Welcome, welcome. D says, oh yeah, they limit meat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hi, budgeting on the go. Welcome. Deborah says we need more tasty milk. Yes, I need because we have the same stuff. You know what? I've been thinking about getting Hello Fresh, but I just want to change it up a little bit because we eat the same thing, and my husband has dietary restrictions, so I don't want the brother to have to keep eating salad, or the same thing. So I'm thinking about that, but then Hello Fresh is an extra expense, but we figure we're not going out as much as we used to. I haven't been thrilled about the restaurant scene lately, only because I feel like the stuff that I pay for isn't as good as it used to be. I don't know if it's staffing issues or ingredients, and I definitely don't do like the Uber Eats because stuff be missing. I don't do that no more. So, oh my goodness. Budgeting the bacon. I need to lose weight anyway, so I am limiting meat and everything. This may send me working. Go girl, do the thing, do the thing. Lynn says, I'm about to start hunting my meats. All right. I mean, some people actually do that, like in the South or like, I guess in the middle of the nowhere, they're actually able to do that. Back in the day, I hear my grandmother talk about this all the time. When they were in the country, they would catch chickens, like the real live chickens, and have to like defeather them and all of that, clean them and all of that. But, that's what they used to do. They used to catch them and eat them, rabbits, things like that. Forever Budget says, I am in the same boat budgeting the bacon. Danny on the dollar. I really do, especially dry foods. Tanya, you have a stockpile room, Tanya? Yeah, these are ways we can like get in front of it. It's not just investing, though investing is a great thing. It is the best way to beat it. Don't get me wrong now. But there are other things that we can do, like this article says, like cut back your spending or get in front of it and stock up like we used to. Stock up on like juices if you can, waters if you can, tea bags, because we love to drink tea in my house. So stock up on like tea bags, and so you can make some tea for your children, get some, and stock up on snacks too. Stock up on snacks too, because sometimes you want some chocolate or some chips, or something that tastes good. So stock up on that too. SP says herbs are really easy to grow. Okay, that's a really great place to start. Nigel says the pandemic weight got you fluffy. Well, what else was supposed to happen, sis? They had us locked in the house with all this food. well, I mean, like, we sitting down working, the kids are sitting down working. We were subscribing to Netflix and Disney Plus. I mean, like, what we were supposed but I was having a good time though, eating, my nachos and tacos and all of that. But the fluffy weight isn't our fault. I'll say that. Well, it's not all our fault. Hi, April. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we've had to adjust too, sis. We had to adjust too. Budgeting on the go, you have 10 packs of seeds to plant. Yeah, it's crazy. Nigel says restaurant prices are off the chain. Yes, we don't go. We don't go to restaurants anymore because, like, I know how I am when I go to restaurants. I'm going to want an appetizer. I'm not going to want the water with the lemon. I'm going to want something nice to drink. Like, when I go to a restaurant, because I don't go often, I like to enjoy myself. So, but it's just like you said, Nigel, it's just getting expensive. Hi, The Money Diary. Welcome, sis. Welcome. Join us in the convo. April says, our family are hunters. Really? Deer? I had a deer burger once. My grandfather gave me a deer burger. To me, it kind of tasted like ground beef. I didn't even know what it was until after I ate it and he told me. Budgeting by the bag. I tried to use meat for multiple meals. Okay. Tacos. I love tacos because tacos don't really use a whole lot of meat. And then enchiladas. Oh, nice, nice. I was thinking maybe I should go like themed food nights, maybe switch it up a little bit because it does get tiring sometimes. D says, yes, I'm from Alabama. They hunt here. I've seen animals alive too. Oh, wow. Wow, D. It gets real down there. It gets real. I'm in the Northeast, so we don't see a lot of that going on. Oh, make sure you guys hit the like button, okay? Hit that like button. Hit that like button for your sis. Nini says, I need to learn how to stockpile. Oh my goodness, there's so many girls on here that could help you with that, Nini. That talk about in their videos. Off the top of my head, I know Gina does it. Like I said, Saving with Mrs. V. Danny on the Dollar does it. Tanya does it. Like, y'all need to do a live or something so we can learn, because I want to, like I said, I want to walk out the store with Tide and all this other type of stuff for like $5. Sabrina does it too. Sabrina with a twist. She's into like couponing and stockpiling as well. Mind your money. I'm doing that now before the weather gets. Yes, I'm telling you, like, stock up on that stuff, because when everybody is out, like, even like the toilet papers, it's hard to find toilet paper and paper towels. Just stock up. That's a great way to beat inflation. Buy it now. Like with the gas, I was telling somebody 2 weeks ago, like, just fill up on gas now, because watch, in a couple days it's going to be higher. It was literally $4.15 on a Monday. That Thursday, it was $4.40. Like what? Yeah. So they were actually happy that they listened and got the gas early. And again, you can't really stock up on gas. Well, don't tell some people that. But you guys get it. Like, the stock up. Every penny, a penny saved is a penny earned. Every bit helps. Every bit counts when it comes. Like, again, you notice we're not just talking about investing on this live. We're talking about practical ways we can actually use to save some of our coins, right? So that we can do the things that we want to do, with our hard-earned money, instead of just giving it out, right? Let's see. S&P, HelloFresh be forgetting your items. Really? My friend stopped that because they weren't reliant and expensive. Really, SP? Wow, thanks for that tip. Tanya says, I will have a garden, thinking about making it bigger. Oh my goodness. I would love to see like some gardening videos if you guys do them. I would love to watch that. Yes, great idea. All those ladies. Yes, I would love to like do like I that's a skill. That's a gift to be able to like get a lot of stuff for sale like that in the markets or in Target or the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Like that's CVS even. There's even, I think, some YouTube channels dedicated to showing you how to get these deals. I need to go check some of those out. Jerry says, we stopped eating meat besides seafood every now and then. Cutting out the meat definitely says yes. But even vegetables and fruit costs more. But we have a farmer's market near us, so that's a godsend. But like a pound of grapes in the market, it's like $5.99 for a pound of grapes. Doesn't last more than one day in this house. That's like 2 kids worth in one afternoon here in my house. I have 3, not including my husband or myself. Danny says, yes, buy a little at a time, even if you don't need it. Yes, so true. That's a great tip. budgeting on the grow, but God is so good. We can still pay our price even with, yes, even with inflation, and we can still buy groceries even with limits. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Jesus. Because, woo, D says, my dad is country. I have some country folks too. Tanya says, I haven't had to buy laundry soap see, Tanya, see, like, I don't know how y'all do that. Nene says, okay, Danny. Yes, that's a great tip Danny gave. April was like, I was like that, Tanya, too, but my laundry soap, toothpaste, mouthwash. But then my daughters came and wiped you out. Oh, they wiped you out? SP says, I knew this was going to happen when Biden's first priority during the pandemic was to invest trillions of dollars. Yes, it's, you know what? It's, again, it's unfortunate because it's politics involved in this. This is why I say invest, because I know like some people don't like to invest because, companies are shady, but every company that's literally out here in these streets have some shady practices to them. Every single company, okay? But if we can take what we know about investing to Main Street, to regular folks, people like us, and then we can actually grow our money. This is how we can actually break these, paycheck to paycheck. I'm twisting my words, paycheck to paycheck cycles or generational curses cycles, like to really break through all of this, because the government is not coming to save us. I mean, look, the Social Security. I mean, I talk about that all the time. Like, inflation is, even if they keep it, because of inflation, it's just going to cost too much. So you need more money to actually survive, not turn up and have a good time, and just to survive, like to get your medicine and toothpaste and food to eat. And so again, guys, we're going to be smart with how we stock up, what we spend our money on. Like a lot of you were saying, cooking our meals, stretching our meals as well. We don't have to eat as much. And I'll tell you this, the children don't even know the difference if I give them half of what I used to give them, because I'm one of those type of people, like if I fix your plate, I just try to feed you. But I've been paring that back, so that way I can save some of that food on the back end for an additional meal. April says, I read that one. Okay. Nida said, April, they were stockpiling from you. Forever budgets. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. My husband went to the grocery store last week and I asked him to pick you up some grapes. $9 for grapes? Oh my goodness. $9 for grapes? Oh my goodness. How are you supposed to eat healthy? It costs too much. If you eat fast food, that costs too much. Okay. This is another thing the article was saying. And I'm going to actually, down here, it also talks about negotiating debts, but I'm going to click off the article because we can talk about that towards, in this video as well. But that's another thing, going to get fast food. Now, you guys, I can't be that old. I remember when Happy Meals were $1.99. Tell me if y'all remember when Happy Meals were $1.99. I was at McDonald's the other day for a Happy Meal. You know, the little cheeseburger, which don't change in size. They have the little fries now. I hope you guys can see my little finger. The fries, I think they give you apples and a drink or something. I don't even know why I even get that anymore, because I have a 9-year-old son. That don't fill him up. But it's like $4. I was like, which is why now even though meat is more expensive, it's just still cheaper for me to make it at home, and the kids like it when I make it better. Plus, my husband has a grill out in the back on the deck, so he can plop that stuff on there, and it tastes so much better. But sometimes, you just don't feel like cooking, and I'll go through a drive-through. I tell you, Chick-fil-A is one of my favorite places. I will pay their prices, though their prices have gone up, but the quality in their food still is there. But the McDonald's, the Happy Meal, like, goodness gracious, nah. Let me read some of y'all comments. Tanya says, I feel you, April. My kids came. Is that going to happen to me, y'all? When my daughter go to college, is she going to come home and wipe out my stash? I guess I need to start preparing. I'm learning from y'all. Budget the fraction way. $9. Yes, that was $9 for grapes. Danny says, my kids do not. They eat whatever I make. Yes, girl, 2 snaps, like the crafty budgeter says. April says, girl, those grapes would have stayed there. That's expensive for grapes. Goodness. Forever Budget said, right, they want me to stay fluffy. SP says, yes. So y'all remember when they were $1.99? $1.99. Oh my goodness. Are you serious, budgeting by the bag? I remember when $1.99 Happy Meal and I just paid $6.38. Oh my goodness, now I was complaining about $4. Wow. For a Happy Meal? For a Happy Meal. I don't think they even have the dollar menu anymore. Like, wow. Danny says, yes, girl, Happy Meals are breaking. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Budgeting on the go. Someone on Instagram showed a KFC family $45 for KFC. $45 for KFC. I gotta go find that. $45 for KFC. Lord. Tanya, I remember when gas was you remind me of like my aunts who always talk about that. Like, oh, I remember when bread and all that. Like, whew. Budgeting the bacon. I am making wine and raisins with those grapes. That price going to stretch those grapes. I'm telling you, like for grapes, it's expensive. It's expensive. SP says, I do not eat out at all. It's so much better to eat at home. It really is because it's just expensive. I'm going to pay a high price anyway. I'd rather cook it at home so that I can have I can have leftovers. All of us can eat because I'll easily spend $20 on just getting the kids food from McDonald's. $20 easy on the kids. Even if I just get like a pizza, and I think pizza is one of the most economical ways to feed a family. Just order out some pizza, but even pizza is getting pricey. But I do like to get the kids pizza. It fills them up and they love it. Forever Budget says, yes, at Budgeting April, he said it was on the list, so he got it. Deborah says, I am very worried about my 401k. It's not going to have, well, if you have to get your 401k out in 5 years, and I'll tell you this, I don't think the bear market is going to last 5 years, but I will say I will probably say towards the end of this year, because by that point we'll have all of the rate hikes kind of already baked into the market. Hopefully this war will be over. People will be used to inflation and you may see the market turn around, and then you can transition some of your positions. Again, not financial advice. You can transition some of your positions into more conservative areas. Okay. So more like bonds, or if you have a lot of high risk investments like growth stocks, transition those into like blue chip companies. So if, for example, if you have, let's say Tesla, I would transition out of Tesla into like Walmart or into an index fund or an ETF, because those are generally safer. Okay. Forever Budgets. Oh, April, she sure is. She's wipe you out. And I don't truly mind. Yes. Danny says, I used to wipe out my mom's stash when I came from school. Okay, I'm gonna start getting that stuff together. I use the McDonald's app for points and rewards. See, that's another way we can beat inflation. Again, the little things, the apps, the rewards. Oh my goodness, the Fetch. How many of y'all? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. How many of y'all use Fetch? How many of you use Fetch? I'm not even gonna put my referral code on the screen. How many of you guys use Fetch? Because that's a great way. Again, every penny, I'm a big believer in a penny saved is a penny earned. Fetch rewards. What is it? Ibotta, Rakuten. Like, if we know we're going to buy this stuff anyway, why not get a couple of dollars back? If you use credit cards responsibly now, responsibly, I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen. If we use credit cards responsibly now, the cash back and the points, I mean, all of that stuff helps. Again, a penny saved is a penny earned. These things help keep more money in our pockets. If we know we're going to go out and buy these things, and sometimes it takes a little bit more effort to get all your receipts out. You're busy, but look, I know Tasha does it. Look, y'all saying it. Like, take a couple seconds, while you are watching TV or cooking dinner, and scan them things, and they really, really do add up. Really do add up. Yeah, see, y'all all use it. Oh my goodness, budgeting by the bag, girl. You got Fetch, Ibotta, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. I got the Chick-fil-A app too. I got the Chick-fil-A app too. I actually have enough for a meal. Like, I got to get it individually, but if I add all the rewards to like my rewards, it'll actually all come off. Now I have to order it a la carte, but it all comes off. So yes, I love the Chick-fil-A app. Yes, yeah. Look at all of y'all with the Fetch. Tasha says, I gave mine pretzels, grapes, and a small slice of pound cake for snacks. That lasted them because, girl, I'm telling you, boys eat like grown men. They eat like grown men. Yeah, they eat like grown men. Deborah, yes, Deborah, go to my description box. I have my referral code there for Fetch. Girl, it is amazing. I mean, I didn't even know about it until I was watching oh my goodness, Journey to Wisdom and to Wealth, Tara, and then I saw Tasha started using it. I'm like, what is this Fetch thing? And it literally takes me 5 seconds. 5 seconds to like take I literally and I love it better than Ibotta because I don't have to go through and like add all the stuff. I do the Fetch thing, it finds everything and it adds the stuff. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, see, look at y'all over here beating inflation. Look at you, Jerry. Look at Jerry. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can put this thing up on the screen. I'm now if I mess this up. Oh, I got it. Okay, look at that. Fetch Survey Mini. I don't even know what Survey Mini is. I do have because I saw this with Tasha. What is the survey thing? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. I'm pulling up my phone. What is the survey thing, Tasha, that I see you talk about? Oh my goodness, you take like the surveys. Goodness, I can't remember the name of the thing. But there's a survey one. Goodness gracious, these are all ways to save some more coins. People don't think it helps, but there are people that I've watched like Baddies and Budgets and just different ones who they've been able to buy like hotel stays with their points or go to grocery shop. They can keep their grocery budget because they got a gift card to Target or to a grocery store or to Amazon. Like they can use it to buy their Christmas presents. It's like again, how we can beat inflation. It takes more work, yes. And again, it's not just investing, but these small things add up to big things. Swag bucks. No, see, I have now, D, I had swag bucks. That's what it's called. Surveys on the go. I could not think of the name. Yes, that's what you got me on, Tasha. Surveys on the go. Oh, and I've been hearing sons talk about inbox dollars. I really need to check that out. I'm telling you guys, all the stuff that's out here now, like free money, free money, free money. Yes, Nigel, I know you got all the all the apps, girl, all the apps. Yes, yes, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Flutes. Am I saying that wrong, Jerry? Flutes. I'm telling you, it's so many of them. It's so many of them. Now, April, yes, Ibotta for me is a little more time consuming. That's why I think I like Fetch more because I can literally like take a picture of it and it finds everything that I bought. And, as a result, it does the work for me. So I like it because my time is so like restricted now, especially now that we're going out and we're looking at houses. It's a lot going on behind the scenes. And so I love the Fetch. But some of y'all are like really like professionals with this stuff. Professionals. Amazon shopper panel. I never even heard of that, but wow. And Leroy over at 40 and Brook was talking about something with Amazon too. Like because he's trying to be like a millionaire through these types of ways. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. Tasha said, I'm standing in the checkout line right now. I just got any receipt cashback from Ibotta. Wow, amazing. That's awesome. See, all these ways. Now, the next thing that the article was talking about was negotiating your debts. This is another way that you can save money and get ahead on inflation. And I know Jasmine over at Baddies and Budgets talks about this, and I actually done this when we were paying off our debt. Is call these companies and ask them, like, would you be willing to take a discounted payment if you have medical bills? Contact the hospitals or the doctor's offices. Even with like your subscriptions, like with cable. Call your cable company because we still have cable. Yes, we still have cable because my husband is a sports guy. He's one of those guys that will watch the football replays on ESPN in the middle of summer, right? When the football season is not even started, but he's a football guy. So we have it, but you can call Verizon. We have Verizon and just say, I've been a loyal customer. I've been paying my bill. You have any promotions or something? And a lot of times they give you discounts. So you can negotiate sometimes your bills. I know like with the doctor's office, if you say you're going to pay it in full or you're going to pay it in cash, they may offer you a discount there. So like it's a lot. Hey DC, welcome. Join the conversation. We're talking about ways that we can beat inflation outside of like the investing, because I always talk about that. But there are so many other ways we can beat inflation, and we're just talking about like the apps that you can save on. We're talking about, now negotiating debts and subscriptions. Call those people up. Say, listen, we're talking about like buying in bulk and, getting our pantries and our storage rooms together because, it is. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Tanya says, I have earned probably $200 on Fetch. Oh my goodness. $4,000 from Ibotta. Tanya, we need a video. I saw that April, when she was talking about Amazon warehouse, I had no clue that existed. A discounted Amazon place. Like, I when I need something next time, I was saying I'm going to check them out first. I had no clue Amazon had a warehouse or something like that. But see, this is why I love this community, because you can get exposed, because I don't know everything. Lord knows I don't know everything, but there's people on here that are experts at certain things that I can kind of feed off from and be able to, help us more on the back end, like save our coins as well. So I'm definitely going to check out that the Amazon warehouse thing. Oh, Tanya says, okay, I was wrong. Well, 1,000 is still good. I think on Ibotta, I'm at like $200 or something like that. And I've had Ibotta for like 3 years, but I'm not consistent with it. I'm definitely more consistent with Fetch. Definitely more consistent with Fetch. But yeah, I call up the doctor's office if I know, like, I had to get a root canal. You guys know that, like late last year, I had to get a root canal and negotiate it. Like, I'm going to pay this bill right now. Can you give me a discount? Ooh, my allergies. I got to start taking my Zyrtex again and my Claritin, which is, have you guys seen the prices on medication? This is another thing. Beat inflation. Some of the general or generic medications work just as good, if not better, which was scary to me. I didn't even know this, but like some of the generic medication works just the same. And I used to be like, and no, now I will say certain medications I will get the name brand, like Tylenol. Your girl will always get the children's Tylenol. I keep it in the house. Same with like the Excedrin, because when the migraines come, Excedrin works. Yeah, it just. Hi, Army Girl Budgets. Hello, welcome. Like the band-aids and all of that, because I have 2 sons. I'll tell you this. My 11-year-old son had been in the hospital twice. He was in a cast and he had to get stitches. My daughter also has been in the hospital as well. My kids are just rough. They love to play. They play rough. So like the medicines, the band-aids, I mean, alcohol has gone up. The clear alcohol stuff that has been forever like $1 or something like that. I think it's like $3 now. So these are again, thank you for that tip, Danny. Like, stock up on the meds and stuff too, because yeah, hey Army girl. Danny says Dollar General and Family Dollar. I can't believe how quick our Family Dollar increase their prices. Originally, the CEO was saying on their last earnings report, which is why I do listen to earnings report. If you are investing, now you don't have to listen to all of them, but the ones that really interest you, try to like peek in every now and then. And he was saying, oh, by May, we was going to do it slowly so that it's not like a shock to our customers. Child, our Dollar Tree was $1.25 by the beginning of February. It happened so fast. I was like, wait a minute. I thought he said nope. He said nope. SP says all the generics is manufactured by, yes. It's insane. But like I said, the Tylenol for like the kids, I love children's Tylenol, like the brand name, because I just keep it in the house. Motrin for cramps, I keep it in the house. I always keep it in the house. SP says it's all the same thing. Turn and learn. Yes. That is so true, sis. That is so true. Oh my goodness. You guys are giving a lot of good like advice and tips here. I love it. Hey, Anya, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good Sunday. So I wanted to First of all, did you guys see my last video when I was talking about the passive income? Let me know in the comments if you saw that video. Because in that video, I was talking about why it's important to try to get additional income, even if it's not passive income, get additional income, because the 9 to 5, it could easily go. I talk about starting your businesses. A lot of you have started your own Etsy shops and your own websites. A lot of you have become monetized on YouTube. These are extra ways that you can also stay ahead of inflation. So again, you make more money on the side and then you invest some of that money. You pay some of that money off. Your debt's off. You can give some of it away. You can like pour into somebody else. I mean, save some of it, get 1 month ahead. And the talents that we have in this community, we can, I don't want to say like become a salesman, but the fact of the matter is, if we will go to Amazon and buy it, or to Target or to Walmart, we can, use our gifts and market ourselves and create additional streams of income. There's more than enough room at the table for cash envelopes and savings trackers. Don't blindly copy off of anybody, because that goes on in this community. But, for the most part, you just be original and people will buy it. You may think like people won't buy this, people won't understand it. Is millions and millions of people online, millions and millions. Our community is so tight knit, but there are actually thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that watch all of us. They just don't have channels. So you can really monetize your gifts and your creativity to create additional streams, and that way beat inflation as well. Yes, Anya, thank you, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Sunshine. Oh, I love your name, Sunshine. Welcome. It's okay. It's okay. Nene, yes. Yeah, girl, create your YouTube channel and let me know, and I will come over and watch. And I know many of us will do the same thing. Like share your channel, all of that. Yes. D says, I love Sam's Club for bulk. Yes, we don't have a Sam's. We have a BJ's and a Costco's. But I hear everybody talking about Sam's Club and the gas. We just don't have one. I think the closest one's like an hour and a half away, which is, it sucks. Tanya says, you started an Etsy, but it's hard to use. Yeah, Etsy. Who was I watching? They were talking about how it was expensive. I think that was D over at D versus Deb. That was her. She was talking about how their fees are high. Yeah, I think they were talking about fees were high. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yes. I considered using Etsy when I first got the idea of selling products, but I decided when I ran all the numbers, having my own website is much cheaper for me versus going through Etsy. But see, with the website, you got to have a lot of that capital up front. Whereas Etsy, I think you can just start selling like that day or something like that. I'm not like really versed on it. Lynn says we got Sam's. Oh, wow, you got everything. You got everything. Okay, okay. You got everything. And another reason why I said check out the video that I just posted was because there's a giveaway in there. I'm not going to elaborate too much on it, and I have some trivia in there because it's been a while since I did some trivia, because you guys know I try to test your knowledge to see if you're becoming knowledgeable investors. Like, don't blindly follow me or anybody on YouTube. But I always say I teach with the receipts. I bring you inside all of our accounts to show you like, okay, this girl got all her business out there. We see her money growing. I want my money to grow too. That's how I learned. I saw people's money grow and I was like, wait a minute, I want my money to grow too. And I learned that way. That's where the bug came in at. Anya says, I prefer Costco more than Sam's. We don't have neither within an hour of our new house. Oh, really? Oh. Nigel says, Etsy is about to increase their fees again. I don't know how much they charge, but I know they were kind of high to begin with. So, ooh, goodness gracious. Wow, the fees are going up. But not just Etsy, I think, and this is another thing, how they're trying to take more of the money that we have. Like, all the subscriptions are going up. Our Netflix has gone up, Prime has gone up, Disney Plus has gone up. My daughter is in like a special choir. I think it's called the ensemble in high school. We had to pay $75 for like I guess like what do they call it? Like a membership fee. I was like, wait a minute, really? For choir? And then like with the school supplies, they want specific things. So that goes up. So I'm trying to, even like with the school supplies, they want these pencils. It begins with a T. It's in a green box and I cannot say the name. like Tara, it's like a long T word. These pencils are expensive, so I've been stocking up on these pencils to get ahead of the game so that I don't have to pay a lot down the line, you know? Hi, D, the other D, Unguided Life with D. Hello. Hi, Bess. Welcome, welcome. I mentioned you earlier, sis. The other D, it's D. It's just a lot of D's in this community. What, D versus Dead, the Unguided Life with D. This is D right here. It's D. It's a lot of D's, but that's okay. Yes, Nigel. Yes, those are the pencils. Those are the pencils. I couldn't think of the name. Great pencils, but I think they're like, I don't know if our store is going crazy with them. They were like $5. So I try to stock up on those things as well because the kids could go through pencils, like anybody's business. They can go through them. Nini says, yes, I'm thinking about creating a website and close my Etsy shop so I don't have. Yeah. Now with my website, I do have to pay a fee every time somebody purchase something, but the percentage stay the same. So if I sell a workbook, so an investing workbook, which by the way is still $20, I forgot to extend it, but someone had asked me if I could extend it through the weekend because they got paid and they wanted to go and buy it, and they did buy it. But I said, you know what, I will extend it through the end of today. So $20 for that investing workbook that you guys can go get. But like if I sell something that's $20, if I sell a coaching session, if I sell the $1 a day investing challenge, it's the same percentage. So it actually works better for me doing it that way versus like Etsy, where like the fees can vary and they can take like 30% of your profit, which I think is really, really insane. Like that's a lot. Nigel said it's the teacher. That's okay. That's okay. Beth said they are expensive. I buy them for our teachers who work. Yeah, I try to send in like the school supplies when the teachers ask for them because, you know, I don't want them to spend their money either. You know, I think the school should be giving the supplies, but we're not going to talk about that. You know, but I am one of those parents that send in paper towels and facial tissue, and I only sent one sanitizer in last year, girl, because you know those were precious. But but I am one of them parents that will send in the stuff. Tanya says, I bought, I had a rebate on those. Really? See, I'd be like so behind sometimes. I'd be so behind sometimes. But yeah, that's one reason why I like selling on my website. But I think the the idea is to just start something, a side hustle or something. I saw someone talk about they were going to cut back on their door dashing because of gas prices, which is really sad. But I understand, right? Because everything is going up. So the things that we can do from home, maybe decluttering. I know Mary over at Penny's Not Perfection talked about this in one of her videos last week, where she were decluttering and selling some of the things that, you know, she doesn't need around her house. That's another way to create extra income. Again, we're just trying to think of different ways, right? We can beat inflation with these small steps. Nigel, oh, anytime. I truly understand because the teachers, our kids' teachers are amazing, like amazing. So we're happy to support. Beth says it's true. Teachers will spend their own money if we don't. Yeah. I'm one of them parents. I'll send it in. Let's see. SP, I'm starting a manufacturing apprenticeship. Ooh, I know they'll need industry manufacturers for all this new automation machines and technologies. Yes. I know like in our supermarket, they have a lot of the like self-checkout things. I don't know if you guys have that in your markets as well. You bag your own stuff. The machine like calls out all your groceries and all of that. But yeah, like our stores have them now. Hey Jackie. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just come on back. We're having a good time just chatting on this Sunday about different ways we can beat inflation. Sometimes though investing is the best way, right? That's the best way. That's why I created that $1 a day investing challenge. I created that back. Oh my goodness, we're 6 months in. I believe Jocelyn, if you're still here, 6 months into that, we've been doing this every month consistently. I've been showing y'all my real numbers. We've been talking about investing because to me, it's not like a what's hot thing. It's something that really has changed my life. And I want it to change your life as well. But yes, it's just, you're not late, sis. You're not late. D, are you cutting back on? Yeah, are you cutting back on DoorDash? Because the price, the gas is so high now. Like it costs more. So like I've been trying to think of things to do. I will tell you guys will hear it first. Your junior investie bestie is starting her own YouTube channel where she's going to be cash stuffing her binders. Okay. So I mentioned over on TikTok. If you follow me over on TikTok, and that information is down in like the description boxes of my videos. Or you could just, it's Mommy Trader 7, I think. And I really cashed up a lot of her binder. She wants to buy her first car and she has to pay half of it. And me and her dad would pay the other half. But she wants to start her channel to start documenting like teens, like for a teen to come on and show other teens, to save their money as well, that they can be good with money. She's going to be talking about her credit cards and how she picks stocks. I'm going to be on there with her to help her and all that. But yeah, you guys are getting that first. She's going to be starting her own YouTube channel. I think she said Teenage Money or some name she came up with. But yeah, she's going to be starting that. And I'll make a special video talking about that so you guys can be connected to that. But yeah, she's going to start. And I love to see kids get into this because Lord knows I wish I was doing it in my teens. But my mind was on something else. My mind was on boys and getting my job. Okay? That was what my mind was on. Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, DC, you've been seeing the stuff on TikTok? Yes, thank you. She got me into TikTok because I had no clue what TikTok was. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm too old for this. I'm going to stick to YouTube and Instagram. I don't even get on Twitter, and I'm not even on Facebook. I can't handle too much. But like YouTube and Instagram, that's more my speed. And so, I just stick to what I know. But yes, like all these different ways that we can use to create extra streams of income and then use those extra streams to save or get 1 month ahead or to invest. And speaking of that, I'm going to share something with you that I did create. Hope this comes up right. Yes. Do y'all see that? Y'all should see that. Y'all should see that. Okay. So I wanted to do something because I was talking to someone in a one-on-one and they were so emotional over things going up. And it made me realize that inflation really is impacting a lot of people on a personal level. When you feel like you can't afford your rent, when you feel like you can't afford the daycare, because even daycare is going up, the gas, you have to really be like so confined. It can really seep into your mental health. And I know Tasha and a couple of other of the ladies in this community is going to be doing that live tomorrow night. So make sure you guys like go watch that. I know if you go to Tasha's channel, they are going to be talking about like mental health and things like that, because that's really important. But it made me realize like, okay, I need to create something that will help people to beat inflation, because we say it all the time, like you need to beat inflation, but that can be hard for someone who's really learning about investing or just money in general to grasp. So I said, let me create something that I think would be a big help. And I created this challenge. This is called Beat Inflation Challenge, nothing fancy. And you're going to use this challenge to find extra money somewhere. You can cut out 1 day of coffee. You can, if you come under budget in something, find some extra money and you can invest it in these 4 areas. This is exactly what I do, but I just broke it down at a very easy pace for a lot of you guys who want to do this. There's no end date. There's not even an amount. You pick how much you want each dollar to represent, and that is your goal total. Okay. And I even look at this. I even created an envelope. So I know a lot of you do the planner and the cash binders. And this is free, by the way. This is free. Free. Yes, you heard me. FREE. Free. Free, by the way. I actually have it hidden on my site. Let me go unhid it on my site. Free. And because, and it's free for the time being, it'll probably be on sale like next week, but I'm gonna have it for free for a while so you guys will actually go and get it. But you see this? Like I wanted something to help you to create something that actually will help you to get in front of it. And again, guys, a couple dollars, like my daughter is doing this challenge and she's doing 50 cents. Like each of these dollars is going to be 50 cents. And she's just going to find extra money to be able to invest more, because that's how you can beat inflation, to save more, because again, the value of the dollar is going down. So we need to at least get our emergency funds up, and 1 month ahead, get that up as well. Same with paying off debt. You want to beat inflation? Keep them liabilities low, and bring up the assets. This is how you can beat inflation, and then give. Maybe give to a family member. Maybe donate to someone who needs it. It's not directly tied to inflation, but I can tell you giving and supporting others when things are expensive, you reap those rewards on the inside. It makes you feel good. And let me just tell you, if you believe in a higher power, trust and believe it's going to come back to you, tenfold. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. And I keep saying I gotta I'm on my phone. I have to unhide it because it's on my site. And I have like so much stuff on my site, I hide it. But it's free for the time being. So I know things are high and things are expensive, but for the time being, this is free. Okay. You can use the envelope, you can use the tracker and beat inflation on a small level, small baby steps. Use it in your video so that more people can come and download it as well. Share it with your family, share it with your children, because inflation is a real thing. I think the last report said it was about 8%. I'll be honest with you guys. I think it's higher than that. I think inflation is around 15, 16, 17, 18%, not 8%. And I'm just being honest, not 8%. Let me unhide this. I'm on my phone, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm unhiding it. Okay, I think it's up now. Let me see. Yes, it's up. It is available. $0. So go get it. Go get it. And yes, Bess. Yes, if you put it in your videos, like if you're going to do the challenge with us, again, there's no deadline or end date. This is just something to help little things. Because when I talk to that person one-on-one, again, if you guys want to meet with me, check out my website. But it really touched me because I was like, okay, I got to figure out something, because you hear it on the news, you hear people talk about it, and we really don't really talk about how you can actually approach it. That's why I wanted to do this live, so we can talk about, okay, what can we do like to really combat this, to really keep more of our money. And that's why I'm here, is to help you guys. And so, yes, for the time being, probably for the next week or so, it'll be free. So go get it. If you do use it and you put it in your videos, I would love that if you put it in your videos. If you have channels, if you don't worry about it. Hashtag beat inflation. Thank you, Bess, for that. But yes, it is up on the site. It is available. So go ahead. Wow, a lot of you are already up on the site. So go get it. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it will help. I try to make it simple and easy. Just try to find some extra money. I know a lot of you are doing the $1 a day investing challenge, which we created like a movement with that. There's like over 100 people doing this challenge with us every month. We're going to beat inflation together. We're investing together. We're going to beat inflation together. We're going to put a little bit of extra money into invest, whatever you think. My daughter is doing 50 cents per dollar, 50 cents. Okay. She's going to save a little bit more. She doesn't have any debt, but she wants to buy a car. So we're just going to put that like in a separate envelope, and she's going to give some to help somebody else get in front of everything going up. Like SP, you were saying earlier about seniors, right? You have people in your family who are struggling. You can, Gina, right? Who her husband is going through cancer right now. Donate to, I mean, there's this, you don't have to just help yourself. You can help other people get in front of it, because inflation is very, very real. So I hope that you guys like enjoy it. The challenge. I hope that you join me. I will be posting up my updates with this challenge and my daughters on this channel. I would either put it in a video, I would put it like under a post, a community post. I would probably put it on Instagram, but I will be checking in probably every week or every 2 weeks with this, at least for the foreseeable future, because inflation not going nowhere. It's going to be here for a little while. Like when I say a little while, 5 years, 3 years, something along those lines. It's not like the supply chains. I was listening to Apple's earnings calls, and they were saying they don't expect the chip shortage to be resolved until 2027. 2027, the chip shortage. Now, we use chips in cars, we use chips in phones, we use chips in electronics and computers. 2027. But we don't have to worry, because we're going to invest and we are going to beat inflation with this challenge. We're going to beat it, because I told someone the other day, and I say this on my channel sometimes, I don't want to be the only millionaire I know. Even if you don't want to be a millionaire, I don't want to be the only person who achieved financial freedom, whatever that looks like to you, whatever your version of it is. I want you to be able to achieve that. And a lot of times people just don't know where to start. I didn't know where to start. That's why I take everything that I've learned, like the $1 a day investing time. I took what I've learned and just put it in a tracker, put it in a spreadsheet, and put it out there to you guys. And a lot of you love it because you're like, this is what we were looking for. We need somebody to hold our hand and help us with this. And so this is why I created this Beat Inflation Challenge. I said I had to help my sis because I did not want to have someone that emotional because they saw they're seeing their bills go up in real time. Like every time you turn around, something's going up. And then don't let nothing break. Don't let someone get sick. Then it's almost exacerbated. So again, that's why I created this challenge and say, you know what? I could sell this. I could easily sell this, but I'm going to let it be free for a little while. Let it be free for a little while. And that way, a lot of you can share it so that other people can get it for free too. They don't have to pay nothing for this as a thank you from myself. Not just the support you guys give me on the channel, but trusting me. Talking about investing is not easy. Talking about ways to grow your money in cryptocurrency is not easy. A woman of color is not easy, but you guys come back and you're like, girl, where you at, Shalisa? If I don't post the video for like 3 days, where you at? In the DM. So I'm glad that you guys believe in me. And as a result, I like to do things like this. So get it, get it, get it, get it, get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot. Where's Chrissy at? Because she's always the one with that, like the little songs and stuff. I'm glad that you're welcome. You all are welcome. You all are welcome. Beth says, I love that. I decided yesterday that I was not going to complain about these prices. I will be grateful for what the creator has blessed me with. I know I'm in a better, it is, I'm telling you, when she booked that session with me and she was talking to me about it, because when we do our one-on-ones, we literally talk about anything. You see how I'm sharing my screen with you guys? People share screens with me. I'm looking at their statements. I'm looking at their accounts. I'm looking at their spreadsheets. Again, 100% discretion, and we keep everything confidential, but she just it and so that's all. Like, I need to create something that helps people to get in front of inflation and combat it. We don't have to just accept it. We don't have to accept the fact that gas is going up, and we don't have to keep saying it either, like, yes, gas is expensive. What are we going to do about it? We have to do something about it, right? We have to create actionable steps. This challenge is going to do that. So yes, this is a savings challenge. It's an investing challenge. It's a debt challenge. It's just an inflation challenge because all these things are impacted by it. And by golly, we are going to beat it. Oh, I love that, Bess. I need to lead with a grateful spirit and mindset first. I love that. I love that. My cheap and frugal ways are really helping. Yes, I'm telling you, being frugal. Now, there is a show that I saw. My husband and I were watching it on YouTube. It's called Extreme Cheapskates. That's a little bit too much. That's a little bit. Like, the one guy was using paper towels over again, and another guy was like getting people's food from a restaurant and putting it into a to go. I don't know, no. But like, being frugal, I could do. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. Um, Nigel says, goodness, I was thinking about snacks when you said chips. Y'all know I love Doritos. By the way, that's my favorite chip is Doritos. I love Doritos. And I'm going to eat some when I get off this live. I'm going to eat some when I get off this live. Hey Leroy, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Leroy is awesome. Nini, I'm in the same place, Best. It's a waste of time. It really is. I used to be really good at complaining. Like, sometimes I can get really down in the dumps and I'll just start complaining. And then my husband was like, we need to do something about this. And so anytime we got big amounts of money, whether it was a tax refund, we got out of debt. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I would have preferred to go on somewhere, but I cannot tell you how much I sleep better at night because I used the tax refund to pay off debt. And these were in our early years. My husband and I will be married for 17 years in June. So we've been together pretty much all of our adult life. Okay. I got married at 20. And I can't tell you, like, I was thankful for those tax refunds. Yes, I know people say, you can get more in your paycheck, but speaking from experience, They were a godsend, and it helped us to get out of debt. It helped us to get on the path of where we are right now. Thank you so much, DC. Yes, yes. I'm telling you guys, when I meet with people one-on-one, we really go into deep. I ask, can I see this? Can I look at that? I ask questions to really help you to understand it, because they don't make it easy. They purposely don't explain these things to us so that we can understand where our money is, what we're doing. And so that's why your investie bestie is here. So thank you so much, DC. Yes, 40 and broke. Follow Congress. Invest in what they are investing in also. That's a great tip, Leroy. That's a great tip. That's a great tip. Nini, thank you so much for being here. I'm actually about to get off this too. It's been almost an hour and a half. But I hope that you guys really enjoyed this live. I hope that you hit the thumbs up. I hope that you go ahead and do this challenge with me. Like I said, this challenge will be free for probably about a week. So to give you guys plenty of time to use it, to share it for me, please. I would really appreciate it. So we can, because inflation is impacting all of us, right? It's impacting all of us. And if we can like reach one, teach one, each one, I think that's how you say it. We can really change the face of wealth so that we don't have to sit silently on the sidelines like gas is going up. We can't do anything about it. We can do something about it. It's going to take a little bit more work from us, a little bit more effort, but we can do something about it. And I'm here to help you. So I hope that you do this challenge with us. If you do it, please tag me in your video if you put it on your channel or in a post, and hashtag like beat inflation or something, because it's real. And I am looking forward to the Fed meeting this week. And I am watching the Ukraine crisis closely. I am still investing. We're still investing heavily. But I am watching it closely because my heart is with those people. It's just, I was telling my husband, we're coming out of a pandemic. Can't we just have like a quiet, nice spring and summer? We can like just enjoy ourselves. But alas, that's the world. So it's been about an hour and a half. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed this as well. I hope that you guys got a lot of good ideas of how you can get in front of inflation, not just with investing, but we've talked about so much in this live, guys. So hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a good day. Get your tracker thing so that you can start it with me. I'm going to put my first update next weekend. My first update to this next weekend. Make sure you watch my previous video, because there's a giveaway in that video if you want to be entered. So you got to watch it, and you got to watch it all the way through so that you can know how to enter it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me do some shout outs, because every time I do a live, the people who come, I got to go back and if you have a YouTube channel, well, I would shout you out anyway if you put a comment, but to send people to you. Forever Budgets, make sure you go over and subscribe to my sis. She just did a video out and she has a business binder, so go over and watch her. D, make sure you definitely go on over and subscribe to her. D is my girl. Nija at Budgeting the Bacon. I said bacon. Bacon. If you want to know more about how to pay off your mortgage, that's the girl to follow. DC Budgets, that I love her spirit. Just energetic, positive. Follow DC Budgets. Danny on the dollar. She just posted a video too. Make sure you guys go over and follow her. Girl is real and down to earth. And I love people like that. Just real down to earth and approachable. You can ask her questions. She'll answer you back. Follow Danny. Let's see. I got to do my shout outs. Best, my girl, Best. I love her spirit as well. Make sure you guys go over and follow her. Leroy, that's that's my bro. I told him he should be doing a podcast because his story is seriously inspiring. Go follow him. Nini, shout out to you, sis. I know you don't have a channel yet. Let's see who else is on here. Deborah, yes, go follow her. She's awesome. Let's see. I'm going back up. Tasha at Mind Your Money. That's one of my OGs. That's my sis right there. Yvette, please, y'all. She's a real one. The Crafty Saver, great channel. Tanya, the Stock Up Queen. You want to know how to get a bunch of stuff for cheap? Go follow Tanya. Let's see. Erica Makes Plans. Make sure y'all go follow her. She's awesome. I love her videos. Shout out to Sunshine. Yvette. I think I mentioned Yvette. Let's see. The Unguided Life with D. She's awesome as well. I love when she posts her videos. Jackie, shout out to you. Thank you for coming on with me. SP, I loved your questions. I love them. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I'm going back up my comments to the top at the beginning of this live to make sure I don't forget anyone. Lynn from Philly, shout out to you. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. Budgeting April, shout out to her. She has her own like savings challenge books. Make sure you guys go over and subscribe to her. She made her own like savings challenge books. Amazing. I love it. Jerry at One Frugal Introvert, she posts investing videos too, so make sure you guys go follow her. Anya, that's my fire sister, which is financial independence, retire early. Go follow her. She shows real numbers too, y'all. Go follow her. She's amazing. Let's see. I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody. Yes, debt free in Germany. Yes, and she's all the way in Germany. So the fact that she came in for a little bit, I do appreciate that. Really do. Jocelyn as well. She's one of my mods. Love Jocelyn. That's like my sis. Budget by the bag. Her too. Love her channel. Johanna. What does that say? Cora Jess Money. Go subscribe to her. Okay, I think I got everybody. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Please go and follow all of those channels. Leroy, tell your story. I love how you're a good storyteller. You and Marcus over at Debt Free Dad, great storytellers. Great storyteller. I will listen. So yes, but I think I got everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the live. And I will probably do another pop one later in the month. But if you want more access to me, join the Patreon. That's where you can get me more over there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Make sure you get your investing workbooks if you want them. The $20 sale ends tonight. I know a lot of you bought them, so thank you for supporting me and my channel. Get your Beat Inflation Challenge, and let's beat inflation together, okay? And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section of this video. Leave me a comment if you care to. I would love that. The algorithm would love that as well. And I hope that you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Get some rest, and I am tired. I'll be honest. I'm energizing this video because I have this, but the hour thing threw me off. So I'm going to go lay down and chill after this, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one, okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye now. Thank you, Budgeting the Bank. Please hit that like button. Please hit the like button. Have a good week. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Enjoy your week. Bye-bye, everybody.